Have you ever been in a car wreck due to an alcoholic friend or family member? Well, 88,000 deaths are annually attributed to excessive drinking. How many of those do you think are from drunk driving? At least 50%. I've been in 6 car wrecks due to my alcoholic father. My brother and I have many scars, not only physically, but mentally because of the things we've been through with my dad. Although there are many other ways alcohol can ruin your life, today I'm only talking about driving under the influence. About a month ago, my dad took a drug called Ambien. Ambien is a drug you take when you're having trouble sleeping. It shuts off your mind and your body completely. My father stayed awake and was drinking alcohol at the same time. He was alone and not able to contact anyone because of the drugs taken. He got in the car not knowing what he was doing, and that was almost the last time I ever saw my dad. My dad was hit by a semi, and the semi knocked him into a ditch. He was in a ditch for about 4.5 hours until someone with an amazing heart found him and took him to the hospital. Luckily, he was saved and still blessed with the gift of life. I guess what I'm trying to say here is don't drive under the influence. It's dangerous, against the law, and can affect someone's life for the worse. Did you know that every 2 minutes a person is injured in a drunk driving accident? That's just every 2 minutes. There are 262,975 deaths in a year just from driving under the influence. In 2012, 29.1 million people admitted to driving under the influence. That's more than the population of Texas. Each day, people drunk drive over 300,000 times, and under 4,000 are arrested. Also, in 2013, 1,149 children were killed because of an adult or teenager under the influence. Every day in America, another 38 people die as a result from drunk driving crashes. There are ways to stop this. First off, talk with your friends. Make it clear that none of them should drink or use drugs. Someone who is using drugs or alcohol must promise not to drive under the influence. Another way to stop this is to call your parents and ask for a ride. Yes, they'll be disappointed in your host or your friend or you, but they'll get over it. If none of these work for your friends, I've got a funny but likely situation. Use the girl trick. If you're at a party and you know that guy who has been having too much to drink and still has his keys, ask one of the girls to ask for his keys. The male ego may not be ready to give up the keys to another guy, but will rarely refuse to a girl. Whatever you do, don't give up. About 80% of these people, about half drivers under the age 30 admit drinking and driving at one time or another. Someone tried to stop about 80% of these people from drunk driving and were successful about 75% of the time. Be patient, you can make a difference. This is a very scary and uncomfortable topic for a lot of people. Not only is this dangerous, but it's illegal too. I believe that anyone on the road under the influence of drugs, alcohol, or whatever should be taken off the road, where no one can be harmed. Let's all work together and make this come to an end. Remember that the feeling of losing someone isn't as strong as when they're actually gone.